Welcome to the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. In there today, West Bromwich Albion is playing a team which goes by names of Arsenal in the EFL Cup, and that is the second round in there. And they're playing at the stadium, as you see there, it's known as the Hawthorns in there. That's where the game is going to take place today, and we promise to really bring you all what it takes, all what we promise you to bring you all what is going to be all about this so-called game of Arsenal versus side which goes by names of West Bromwich Albion. It's West Bromwich Albion hosting a team which goes by names of Arsenal. Remember, Arteta has been given 5 games, and if at all he does not win those 5, or if at all he does not show that he has the potential to make Arsenal a better team in those 5 games, Arteta is going to be sacked. That was the news that came out from the Telegraph in there. We brought it to you here onto the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. The video is into the homepage. You can really check it out in there. Now we go to the referee who is going to be in charge of this game. Remember, every game has a referee in there, and he goes by the names of David Webb is the referee in there, who is really going to be in charge of a team which goes by names of West Bromwich Albion and a team which goes by names of Arsenal. Remember, Arsenal has played 2 games and it has lost 2-0 in both of those encounters. They lost against a side which goes by names of Brentford in there at away at the Brentford Community Stadium. They went ahead to lose to Chelsea via the weekend by 2-0 at Emirates in there, a game that really put Saint Arsenal's fans into a very worrying situation, and they really lost themselves and they really attacked Arteta in there. I even saw a video of an Arsenal fan throwing away the ticket of the season ticket of Arsenal in there, and he was really annoyed and pissed about all what took place in that game. Now let's go to the key players of both teams in there. Remember, West Bromwich has the key player, as you see him onto the screen. He has already come on through, and his name, he goes by names of Carl Robinson in there. He's the key player for a team which goes by names of West Bromwich Albion. He was born February 1995. That means he's around 25, 26 years old. Position: he's a forward. He plays as a forward for a team which goes by names of West Bromwich Albion in there. Robinson has already netted thrice this season and will fancy his chances of adding to that tally against Arsenal. Robinson will look to trouble the Arsenal defenders with his pace and clever movement in there. So those are his attributes. He has pace and there is his clever movement in there, so he feels like he's ready to trouble the Arsenal defenders in there. Now when you go to Arsenal, the key player is going to be a man who goes by names of Martin Odegaard, expected to make his debut today into the game of West Bromwich Albion in there as they host a team which goes by names of Arsenal. Martin Odegaard completed his move from a team which goes by names of Real Madrid at 35 million euros in there, and he is now an Arsenal player, but the manager said yesterday that the visa is okay and is expected to make it to the so-called Arsenal lineup as the token side which goes by names of West Bromwich Albion in there. Odegaard was born on 17th December 1998. Still young, 22 years old, 22, 23 years old. That's Odegaard in there for you. Position: he's a central attacking midfielder. He plays that role in there. They can really play all positions into the attacking midfield in there, but I think he better plays as a central attacking midfielder in there, and we don't know how it's really going to happen between him and Emily Smith-Rowe. The Norwegian will hope to make his return to Arsenal in style. Odegaard is sublime on the ball, and his passing and dribbling abilities can cause plenty of problems for the West Bromwich backline in there. So he's really going to have a very good game, I think, today, because in such teams, they really sit down, they really sit behind, and guess who is going to unlock them? It's a man who goes by the names of Martin Odegaard, because in the games of Chelsea, there is a brilliancy that you see that Arsenal is lacking in front of goal or in the final third, and that brilliancy, the man who has it goes by the names of Odegaard. Now let's go to the predicted Arsenal lineup of a team, to the predictable Arsenal lineup in there. That is the manager of West Bromwich, Varane Ismail in there. He's the manager of West Bromwich. Remember, Big Sam really never went back with them because he was relegated, and he really dropped the towel, and they brought in a new manager because Big Sam thinks he's not a manager to coach a team in the so-called relegation, the championship in there. Now let's go to the predicted Arsenal lineup. Ramsdale, who completed his move from a team which goes by names of Sheffield to Arsenal, is expected to make his debut today in there for Arsenal in there. And Cedric Soares is expected to play into the right back of Arsenal as Calum Chambers, and a man who goes by the names of Rob Holding are expected to play into the central defense of a team which goes by names of Arsenal in there. Remember, Ben White is still really suffering from COVID-19 and is expected not really to show up. Nuno Tavares is going to play as the left fullback of Arsenal in there. Although a man who goes by name Kian, who got an injury in the game of Chelsea, is really returning and has started training, but we don't expect him to play into this game. I think Arteta wants to keep him fresh to play for a side for the game where they are going to Etihad in there to play his former team, which goes by names of Man City, where he was an assistant manager on the coaching staff of Pep Guardiola. In the midfield, you have Granit Xhaka and Elneny in there. Double midfield pivot. I think Rokani is going to be rested because he will be very much needed into the game of Man City in there, and Elneny comes in to get his spot in there for a team which goes by names of Arsenal. Remember, Elneny was really thought to be a player that was going to be loaned back to Besiktas, but Arteta said, no, it's me who got you back from Besiktas because Unai Emery had loaned you that side, but now I really want you to stay at Arsenal and fight for your position. I see a lot of potential in you into that midfield role, and I know you're really going to do a very good, you're going to contribute, you're going to be a very good contributor to the good season that Arsenal is fancying to have. Then Granit Xhaka has just penned down to his new contract at Arsenal. He's really going to be into that midfield because there is no way you can really bring on like Midlanders to play into that, because Arteta needs this win to drive him and build up the momentum and really raise the hopes of Arsenal players in there when they're really going to play a team which goes by names of Man City. Arsenal needs this win. They need to win this one. Whether how or wow, Arsenal needs to win this. Now, Pepe is going to be playing onto the left attacking side, onto the right attacking side of the midfield. That's what we think is really going to play. Odegaard Martin, the new signee of Arsenal from Real Madrid on a permanent deal. The Norwegian is really expected to play into the central attacking midfield in there. Now, Reiss Nelson is expected to play off the left side in there, as you see him. That is Reiss Nelson, left attacking side of the midfield, and the man who goes by names of Balogun is expected to play into the forward role of a team which goes by names of Arsenal to lead the line. The likes of Lacazette is back in training. Aubameyang is back. I think they're really going to be on the bench waiting to see if this first team that a man who goes by names of Mikel Arteta has put there has failed to do their job. If at all they fail to do their job, the likes of Bukayo Saka, Aubameyang and Lacazette will be really brought into the so-called lineup in the so-called game if at all they really fail to go and do the needful to win this one now. So Arsenal is really doing great and they're really looking forward to win this one. Mikel Arteta, that's the team that we think Mikel Arteta is really going to build and bring in. That's the vertical. That is the horizontal view. Remember, the other one was the vertical view. Now I bring you the horizontal view in there. And you can as well get to the comment section and tell us what you think about this predicted lineup of Arsenal versus West Bromwich in there. The game is happening at the Hawthorns in there, in West Bromwich in there. That's where it's really going to happen. And Arsenal are really already travelled, and we expect them to really go ahead and get a win. I think Arsenal are really going to win this one because they really deserve to win. This is one of the best things that they need to do from the West Midlands in there. If at all they really go to the West Midlands, that's what they're supposed to do. They need to get a win in there. So guys, I don't know which player you think it should start, and the formation for Arsenal, you know, it's consistent 4-2-3-1 in there. And I don't know what you think about this formation that I've talked or brought about into your eyes and ears. Go into the comment section and tell me what you think about it, as Arsenal is jetting into play a side which goes by the names of West Bromwich Albion in there in the League Cup. Arsenal has dropped very much because in this there is no Liverpool, Manchester United in this level where Arsenal is playing. There is no Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur. So it means Arsenal has dropped really bad. Maybe it's because they're not involved into the European football anymore. That's why they've really given them a game early enough in there. So smash a like on the video, comment and share. Please and please endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now let's get to the head-to-head between West Bromwich Albion and the team which goes by names of Arsenal. Remember, this one is very crucial because you will know who has won more games more than the other. Now let's go to West Bromwich Albion. Remember, they're the ones hosting a team which goes by names of Arsenal today. They've won. West Bromwich has won Arsenal 38 times in there. 38 times, that is West Bromwich Albion in there. That means Arsenal has lost to West Bromwich Albion 38 times. Now let's get to a team which goes by names of Arsenal, the Gunners, struggling side. How many times have they won against West Bromwich Albion? 74. That means Arsenal has an edge into this one. It has almost won twice. Plus times the times West Bromwich Albion has really won against them. Draws, there are 31 draws in there. So that's what we had for you into this so-called video of the predicted Arsenal lineup versus the side which goes by names of West Bromwich Albion. Feel free to come through and really tell me what you think about my predicted lineup. Me and my team of the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone that we've come up with in here, and endeavor to subscribe so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I'm Rokani David, aka RD, onto the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. Smash like on the video, comment and share. And if I told you are new and you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that you do upload in here on a daily. Me out for now. See you later as we really bring you more news from other avenues in there. I'm out for now. Bye bye.